Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Hello there.
Possibly the greatest Jedi in the history of the Order. A civilized warrior with disarming cantina etiquette, this Order 66 survivor's devotion to the Jedi's ideals was absolute, and his mastery of swordplay and the Jedi arts gave him the high ground on most of his peers. But is Obi-Wan the greatest Jedi the Order ever produced? There's lots of evidence to suggest that, yeah, he was. But you take a look and see for yourself. At the time of his demise, Obi-Wan had crossed lightsabers with some of the deadliest fighters in the galaxy and lived to tell the tale. Well, okay, most of them, we'll say. He defeated a Sith Lord when he was just a Padawan at a time when no Jedi thought they'd ever see one in person again. Kenobi's defeat of Maul showed his skills with the lightsaber, but it's the way Kenobi learns from his duels that truly makes him the greatest. As an apprentice, Obi-Wan trained in a lightsaber form better suited for chopping up battle droids by the cruiserful. Ataru, or the Way of the Hawkbat, was the fourth lightsaber combat form developed by the Jedi Order, known as the aggression form favored by Grand Master Yoda and Kenobi's master Qui-Gon Jinn. Ataru emphasized strength, speed, and agility but lacked a defensive element that proved necessary once it was clear that the Sith had returned. So, once his master got his sick new body piercing thanks to Darth Maul, he focused on a lightsaber form more suited to the task of fighting against other wielders. The Resilience form, Soresu, also known as Form 3 or the Way of the Mynock, became Kenobi's main lightsaber form following his first encounter with Maul. Soresu provided better protection from blaster fire and other lightsabers as practitioners would string together free-flowing blocks guided by the Force itself. Masters of Soresu like Kenobi and Master Luminara and Dooley created virtually impenetrable shields about themselves with their ever-moving blades. Which is good because he wound up needing that a lot once Kenobi became a Jedi Knight and later a Master. He fought everyone the dark side could throw at him, including Maul and his own student Anikin Skywalker, the Chosen One.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Kenobi knew Anakin's only move was the exact same one he used on Maul all those years ago on Naboo. But it wasn't enough. The Republic fell and so did the Jedi. Kenobi survived Order 66 and grew old on Tatooine, keeping a distant watch over the young Luke Skywalker and preventing Owen and Beru Lars from getting murdered. Well, for a while anyway.
Kenobi!
But before all that, he had a final face-off with Maul, where our pointy-headed friend thought he'd found a beaten husk of his hated enemy hiding out in the desert. When the two face off, Kenobi first assumes his classic Soresu ready stance, saber held high, free hand extended forward, but then a pause. And he assumes the Ataru stance his fallen master used on Naboo all those years ago, and Maul took the bait. This was not a rat in the desert, but the greatest Jedi of all time on the most important mission in the galaxy. And see how Kenobi cares for his sworn enemy after the misery Maul put him through over the years. This is the same Maul that murdered the love of Kenobi's life, Duchess Satine Kryze of Mandalore, and made him watch. And still, Kenobi resisted the dark side and stayed true to the game.
That's no moon. It's a space station.
Once young Luke Skywalker was old enough, Kenobi took him on a suicide mission to save Princess Leia Organa and escape the Death Star. Kenobi confronted Vader, his old apprentice, and again was in total control of the exchange, sacrificing himself to allow Luke and his new friends to escape and mount an assault on the Empire itself, where even in death, he found a way to help the cause.
Use the Force, Luke.
So, what do you think? Is Obi-Wan Kenobi the greatest Jedi of all time? Was he truly more powerful than we could possibly imagine? Let us know what character you want us to break down next. Let's continue these aggressive negotiations in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and for more Star Wars, here's how the Clone Wars redeemed the prequel trilogy, and remember to follow and subscribe to IGN wherever you like to watch.